Hey, Coach Colin Castello with Shot Mechanics Basketball, and today I'm going to teach you my top 4 NBA transition moves. All right, so with all transition moves, basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to freeze the defender so we can either get an open look or get to the basket, right? So the moves that we're going to teach you today aren't super fancy, but instead they're moves that are going to kind of be really effective. So the first one I really love is a hesitation, right? So in transition, as you got your speed coming downhill, the whole key is you want to start by keeping your defender backpedaling, right? And so the key is I want to keep my speed up moving downhill, right? You can almost think about it like a running back in football. The faster you move down the hill, the harder it's going to be to tackle, right? So keep your speed moving downhill. And with the hesitation, the idea is we're just freezing our speed for a second. You can chop your feet, whatever it is. But the key here is raising your shoulders, right? If I'm attacking downhill, I'm probably like this. And I want to sell the hesitation by raising my shoulders up. Right, if I raise my shoulders up, it's probably going to make him think that I'm going to shoot, especially if I'm a good shooter. And then what that allows me to do is raise, boom, and then explode by, right? The whole key to a hesitation here is to keep your back leg loaded. If I come to my hesitation and I lock my legs out when I raise my shoulders, this doesn't make me very explosive. I have to get low and then I have to get forward to explode again. So instead, when I hesitate and raise, I'm going to keep my back leg loaded and ready to spring back here. That way, as soon as I'm ready, boom, I'm already loaded and ready to explode my hips by his. Again, once you do that, just get in the paint finish, pull up for jumper, whatever it is that the defense gives you. All right, so the next transition move that I love is the in and out dribble. Now, there's 2 variations of this, and it's really kind of up to you which one you want to use. Again, all starts the same. You're moving downhill towards the defense, and the idea is we're trying to shift him out of the way so we can keep attacking with the same hand, right? So with the in and out, I like to pretend like there's a center line of my body right here, and I'm trying to break that center line of the body with the ball. So the first variation of the in and out that I like is as you're coming, you're going to plant and then roll the ball over the top, right? It's a natural reaction for the defender. If I'm rolling that ball over the top, he wants to move, and then all I have to do is just boom, explode my hips through the open gap, right? Super easy. Again, hand on top of the ball, right? If I pick it up underneath, they're going to call me for a carry. So I want to keep a bounce, hand on top, and then I can explode by. Right, so that's variation number 1, probably my favorite. Variation number 2 that you can work on is adding a bounce into it. So instead of rolling over the top, you can pop, adding 2 bounces to it. Right, this is a little bit better if you're moving a little bit slower, have a little bit of extra time to control. But it's essentially the exact same thing. Pop, he shifts, pop back around. Right. One of my favorite things about the bounce, though, is that I can do this and then come back, hit pullbacks. I got a bunch of different options off of it. So again, key here, just make sure that whatever way you're going, you're breaking the center line of the body, getting them to shift, opening up that lane. All right, so the push cross is a great one that a lot of really fast guards use. Guys like John Wall, Russell Westbrook, and it's the idea that you're gonna cross the ball over but keep your speed up the entire time. So instead of like a low crossover, like you've probably seen the Allen Iverson crossover where you get really low down by your ankles, right? A push crossover is instead, we're pointing our shoulders one direction, planting, and then on a high dribble, pushing the ball opposite. Now this one can be a little bit dangerous if you got a defender really close, because if he's got his hand out playing D and I push across, it's pretty easy for him to get to it, right? So the key to a push crossover is to execute it a little earlier. I'm gonna pull it right about here instead of right here on the defender. So you gotta be able to read it a little bit early, because if I go here, now I can boom, push out, he can't get to it. Again, the key here is hand on top of the ball. If I catch here, roll my hand over and push, a lot of refs will call you for a carry. So instead, hand on top of the ball, push forward and out, then attack the hoop. This way we can keep our speed up, going downhill the entire time. All right, so next we've got the stab cross. Now this is super simple, super effective, and just like the push cross, it allows you to keep your speed up moving downhill. So it all starts as you're coming up, and you're gonna give a little bait crossover in front, just right switching hands, and this isn't to beat him necessarily, this is just the setup. So you're gonna cross over, and then you're gonna stab with your opposite foot. Right? Generally, if I stab, they're gonna move that direction to slide. So you notice as the D's playing me and I cross and I stab, boom, he opens just a little lane, and then I've got a straight line to the hoop, right? Again, what I love about this one is it keeps my speed up, I'm moving forward. I don't have to cross, stab, and move really laterally to get away from him. Generally, all it takes is just a little shift, boom, and then I'm going by. With this one, you can get a little bit shifty with it too if you want to. You can raise your shoulders, you bring your eyes up, whatever it is, so I can come and boom, kind of add a hesitation to it if I want to as well. So again, just a little drop crossover, you're not kind of pushing them, or you're not really selling it all that hard, you're just boom, stab in the opposite direction just like that. All All right, so if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that like button down below, and then below that, let me know in the comment section what sort of video you want to see next. This is a channel for the people, by the people, and I run pretty much everything off a request, so leave it down below, and hopefully I'll get to it. And if you're new to shop mechanics, you're going to want to do two things. Number one, hit that subscription button down below, because we put out a ton of videos every week, and they're all going to get you better. I guarantee it. The second thing you're going to want to do is click the button above, or the link in the description, get a free copy of my #1 scoring workout. This scoring workout is going to kind of revolutionize the way you train, and probably increase your scoring average the very first time you use it, so I highly recommend you check that out. All right, again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with Shop Mechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching. Until next time, splash on.